Today I'm just going to be making up a quick batch of meatballs. A big package of ground beef, hamburger from where I come from. So we're just going to slap it's about 3 pounds there. Give or take a few ounces or a pound. But it's roughly 3 pounds. This is a 90% lean, 10% fat hamburger. And yes, I'm going to keep calling it hamburger. Please don't correct me. You can if you'd like, but that's okay. So break up your ground beef. This is how I make my meatballs. This is going to be Italian flavored with garlic, some just Parmesan cheese in a container, some seasoned salt, pepper, and what have you. Let me just wash my hands real quick. So to start, we're just going to throw in, this was like a baseball size onion. Dice up that, throw that in. So we're just going to take some regular old Italian seasonings, 1 tablespoon, and roughly 2 tablespoons. We'll throw that in, sure. Most of the time when I'm cooking, I just eyeball my ingredients when I put it in. I don't normally measure anything out. It's just how I do things in my kitchen. But for you today, I'll try to measure out everything. So I'm going to take a teaspoon of the seasoned salt. Take 2 teaspoons. So two teaspoons of seasoned salt. And this is probably about, maybe a half cup left. I'm just using up the Parmesan cheese. We'll throw that in there. Why not? Let's throw about a half a cup of Italian flavored breadcrumbs, about so. Grab my pepper. Start out with a half teaspoon of pepper. That's good. Gonna leave out the regular table salt because I have the sea salt in there, not the sea salt, the seasoned salt. Gonna peel my garlic real quick over here. Now I like to microplane my garlic into the mixture. If you don't have a microplane, you can just smash these, chop them up really well. If you get some big chunks in there, like I just got one in there, leave it in there. It'll be a surprise to somebody. I like garlic so it doesn't bother me. Scrape all your garlic in. Wash your hands again. Let's add 1 egg for now. Let's add 2 eggs. Not that shell. 2 eggs. Just a splash. 2 splashes of milk. With clean hands, take your rings off if you haven't, if you don't want to get them all nasty. Let's mix that up. Some people like to put ground pork in their meatballs. I don't like it. I don't like that combination, the flavor. So I leave it out. Let's make sure everything's all combined. Okay, that's all mixed. Just gonna wash up real quick again. Grab your sheet pan. Now I'm using I measured this out. This is roughly a 1.5 inch, little over 1.5 inch scoop. Just scoop them out. Start rolling. Nice little light ball. I just used the scoop just to have a rough formity of all the meatballs. You can make your meatballs any size you want. You can use a regular spoon, scoop it out, fingers. Doesn't matter. These are about the size of a golf ball. Like I said, you can make them any size you'd like. I'll be baking these in the oven at 400 degrees for about 20-25 minutes or until they're done, depending on your oven. And once they're done, fully cooked or just about fully cooked, I will be letting these all cool down and then putting them in the freezer. This is just how I make meatballs. This is quick and easy, nothing fancy. You can make your meatballs any way you'd like. This is just an example of how quick to do some meatballs if you're in a rush. I don't go overboard with my cooking. It's all simple, quick, easy meals for you. So anyway, I'm going to finish rolling all these, and we'll be back. Alright, so I got 51 meatballs out of that. Now, it depends on it depends on how big or small you make your balls. You might get more, you might get less. It's all up to you on how big of a meatball you want to make. If you want to make just one large meatball out of that mixture, go for it. So right now I have my oven preheating at 400 degrees. Once that comes up to temp, we're going to pop those in the oven, and we'll bake those up for 25 to 30 minutes or so. Dog. So I'll be back once that comes up to temp. Be right back. Okay, so the oven is up to temp, and I'm going to be throwing these into the oven. This pan's heavy. Alright, 400 degrees. Let's throw those in. And we're going to set the timer for, we'll do 25 minutes. I'll be doing these in 2 batches, so, because I have this cute little double oven, and I don't want to heat up the other oven. I know, but that's me. So we'll be back. Alright, so the timer went off. Let's check on these. Let's pull those out. I'm going to go another 5 more minutes on those. Alright, so set for 5 minutes. Start, and we shall return to check on again. Alrighty. Woohoo! Let that steam out. Alright, so 30 minutes later, I'm going to pull those out. Let's throw the other batch in. And we'll set the timer for 30 minutes for those. So we're going to let these cool, and then after they cool, I'll be bagging those up in a Ziploc bag, and I'll be tossing them right into the freezer. I'll have meatballs on hand to make spaghetti and meatballs. Just throw them in some spaghetti sauce, marinara sauce, and you're good to go. We'll be back once those are cooled to have a bite. Now, because I'm the cook, guess who gets to taste first? Nicely done, nicely seasoned, and very delicious. These are going to make nice meatball subs, a nice dish of spaghetti and meatballs, and I'll have them on hand because they're going to go right in the freezer. Tonight I'll make some spaghetti and meatballs for dinner though. So give this one a try. It's really easy, simple. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.